Sean right here from musculardevelopment.com with the champ, Dexter the Blade Jackson, 2 times victorious in 2 weeks here at the first anniversary annual Arnold Sports Festival in Australia. You're no stranger to the land down under. Didn't you win a couple titles down here before?
Yes, I've won what, 4? This makes my 5th.
Yeah, this one's got to be a little bit sweeter, not to mention because you're a little bit older and probably can appreciate it. Not to mention you had Branch Warren over here nipping at the heels.
Right, you know, Branch is always, you know, he's a good friend of mine, man. He's always a great competitor. He's the one that pushes me, man. So I know he's going to be at his best. That pushes me to be at my best.
Yeah, I heard you talking earlier. You're working your ass off in the gym in the posing with Chris Cormier, of all people.
Cormier and Chris Lewis. I forgot. And also Chris Lewis, yeah.
So what have you learned as you've gotten older? Are you paying attention to those smaller details that you might have taken for granted genetically that now you actually have to put in a little bit more time to stay ahead of these guys?
Exactly. That's absolutely right. Back in the day, I never posed and none of that stuff. You know, this has helped out tremendously. You know, just all kind of other little small things like I started doing some ab work this year. I'd never done abs before, so I started doing some, you know, no weighted abs.
Right.
You know, just to start out, you know, and so you know, just starting to do little things. You know, even glute work. I never used to work glutes. Now I start working glutes. You know, and everything is, you know, it's still looking good. So we'll continue doing it.
You started out as a bantamweight bodybuilder. When was the first time you stepped on stage? What year was that?
90. I want to say 91.
91, I believe. It's actually, I think I met you somewhere back in there. But you've gone on to win 22 pro shows. Yeah. I mean, do you see the finish line at all? Or are you just gonna, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it?
If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Yeah, but you know, it's coming time to, you know, really sit back and say, when am I going to do this? When am I going to retire? So it's going to be very hard to do, you know, because I'm so competitive. And it's all I know. I've been doing this for 17 years as a pro, 25, 26, you know, altogether. So it's going to be very hard for me to just hang up the trunks, man.
Yeah, very few athletes go out winning. They hang around for one punch too many.
Right.
Was that a tough question for you to like face? I mean, you're qualified for the Mr. Olympia for life, being the 2007 Olympia winner. Are you 100% certain that at least you'll wind up there in Las Vegas?
Yeah, we're being in Vegas. If I retire, they'll be at Olympia for sure.
All right, man. Well, Dexter, a lot of people don't understand this. You've sacrificed where you live in Jacksonville to go out to California part-time, away from your family, away from your friends. Is it everything you thought it was going to be? And now that we're coming closer to the end, is it everything? Was it all worth it?
You know, at first everybody was like, why you got to go all the way to L.A., blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And until they start seeing the improvements that I've made over the years. You know, it's been 4 years. When I first went out to LA, it was just test out type thing, you know, just to, you know, come there for a couple weeks, go back home for a couple weeks, come a couple weeks, go back home for a couple weeks. And my girlfriend Gail was like, you know what? You need to just get your place out there and stop lagging all your luggage and stuff back home. That way you can leave everything out there and just come home with no bags, you know, whatever, you know, so. You know, so I'd like to give a shout out to her, man, for being in my corner. You know, without her and my family, none of this would be possible, man, because this is what I strive to be the best for my family and myself, of course.
And a lot of you guys don't understand, but Dexter and I both arrived here from California today. Dexter got in at 7:30. I arrived at 10 o'clock. I had an opportunity to change, take a shower, and relax and eat some food. Dexter has been on the go since you tried to get out of town like 2 days in a row out of L.A. It didn't work for you.
Yeah, I tried to get out of town on Tuesday night. That didn't work. Wednesday night, that didn't work because visa problems.
Same here.
And then, and then Thursday night, I finally got here Friday morning. I mean, excuse me, wait.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Is that right?
Here,
got here Saturday morning, excuse me. Yeah, so we left Thursday, got here Saturday. And I went straight to the hotel, started tanning, and got a couple meals in and laid down for a little while.
We would expect absolutely nothing less from Dexter the Blade Jackson. 22 straight victories, 22 victories of a career, I should say, not 22 straight. But right now, he is victorious here at the Arnold Classic. Hit one last shot for your fans on the way out. Dexter Jackson, your 2015 Australian Arnold Classic Pro Champion. That's going to do it for musculardevelopment.com and Dexter Jackson. I'm Sean Ray.
Peace.